This video is different. No hype, no personal takes, no spin. The goal here is simple. Report the facts, lay out what's new, show you what changed. Let you decide what it means for the game. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to give you the information. Your opinion matters to me more than mine. That's why the comment section is open. Use it, share what you see, debate it. Because this is the largest content update to Squad in a year. It changes the foundation of the game that we all know and love. My name's UrsoDoSono, and let's dive in. The biggest thing coming to Squad version 9 is our engine upgrade to Squad Unreal Engine 5.5. This shift secures the game's foundation for the next decade, or hopefully. New systems are now in play, such as Nanite for detailed assets, frame generation tech for smoother visuals, chaos physics for vehicles and destruction, meta sounds for audio depth. Legacy Unreal Engine 4 issues like poor frame pacing are addressed, and development tools are sharper, making new maps faster to create and higher in fidelity. The engine is now set to grow with the game. Moving on to the Al Basra remake. Version 9.0 delivers a rebuilt Al Basra, the first level constructed fully in Unreal 5. It's an expanded city, denser detail, and reworked airport. All maps now use a global illumination lighting system. This upgrade creates consistency and lays groundwork for dynamic lighting and weather in future updates. Existing maps were retooled to match Unreal 5 standards. Asset materials and foliage have been adjusted. Performance remains a focus, though older maps will need some work. That out of the way, we can dive into the commendation system. The objective of this is to promote teamwork, communication, and recognition. How it works: players earn up to 2 commendation tokens per round, first after 10 minutes and the second one after 25. Tokens expire if unused before the next round. Commendations are given on the after action report screen, 1 token per player at a time. Categories include role specific commendations, medic, pilot, etc., and special commendations for leadership, teaching, and teamwork. Commendation ranks display next to player icons. Player may choose to showcase special commendations instead if they want. A new career screen tracks progress. Progression is designed for the long term with an estimated 2-year curve. Safeguards are in place. No commendations can be given mid-round to prevent coercion. System intends to connect new players with proven leaders and teachers. Multiple commendations can be earned, but only 1 player can give 1 player a commendation token per round. Additional faction roles have been introduced to ensure commendations apply all across teams. That moves us into the Irregular Militia updates. The Irregular Militia faction has undergone a major role reconfiguration, similar to the Middle Eastern Insurgents overhaul in version 8.2. These changes move the IMF closer to the structure of a Russian proxy militia. They receive a new vehicle, the T-72A tank. This is a modern main battle tank for the IMF, replacing the T-62. Armor weaker than the T-72S or the T-72B3, but still an upgrade overall across this T-62. Firepower remains comparable. Along with this, you're going to see a multitude of guns be available to different kits within the IMF, and a new weapon is introduced to the IMF, the VSS Ventores, the compact suppressed rifle, semi-auto and full auto fire, the PSO-1 magnified scope available to IMF, and the VDV. New equipment for the IMF is going to be the recon drone, the portable quad drone for the scout role. Recon only, cannot carry explosives. High ammo costs to rearm and can be shot down. Now, this recon drone is going to be also seen in some other factions as well outside of the commander asset. Moving into the ground forces of Iran, the Middle Eastern Alliance has been converted to the ground forces of Iran. This is going to do full role overhaul, updated character, vehicle, and 2D textures. The GFI receives the M1151 Humvee, the UH-1H helicopter added for the 64th Infantry Division, replacing the M17 and M8 planned for later Iran-based faction. The TLF now operates only the UH-60. Now we move into the Canadian Resistance Forces, the CRF, new regular faction for North America, available only on Goose Bay and Manicouagan. The equipment is as follows. They receive weapons such as the SKS, the M1 Carbine, the Lee Enfield, the G17, the G18, and the new Bangeray IED placed and detonated by gunfire. Along with this, the squad leader carries up to 3 rallies with only a low 30 ammo rearm on those rallies. Along with this, they get a specialist role with a portable reconnaissance drone as well, a 4-minute battery life shorter than the commander's 10-minute drone. This faction is designed and emphasized with limited grenades and fewer fully automatic weapons compared to conventional forces. Along with this, we can dive into additional faction updates across the board. The Australian Defence Force now has some adjusted iron sight availabilities to their kits. kits, along with a Raider kit being available to them. Some renamed weapons for that faction, but other than that, nothing too important to report other than the mechanized battalion group ASLAB IFEs have been reduced from 4 to 3 available to them. And going into the British Armed Forces, the new Pathfinder role is available to them, coming with a different gun and a pistol with 3 frag grenades. Similar to the TLF kit that we're all familiar with, the SMG, it's got a close quarter focus, more grenades, pistol backup, and automatic fire. Additional L85A2 variants with iron sights and other optics, and some weapon renames. For the Canadian Armed Forces, they also will be receiving that Pathfinder role that's going to be very similar to the Pathfinder for the British Armed Forces and the Jandarma from the TLF. I'm sure I butchered that as well. They're going to receive that same 3 frags with a pistol and a fantastic fully automatic weapon with a foregrip. Iron sight rifle variants are reintroduced for the CAF, along with frag grenade availability is going to be reduced. Some weapon renames are being implemented. The Timberwolf will no longer be the Timberwolf, as it will be the C14MR SWS, whatever the hell that is. Along with that, we've got the vehicle updates. There's going to be a CAS heli introduced to the Canadian Armed Forces in the Air Assault Division. The TAPV interior visual has been upgraded as well. Moving into the PLA, they are going to have a Grenadier role with iron sights and a new machine gunner role with the QJY88. Updated hack kits as well. Along with that, the Plan MC is going to get a Raider role, that Grenadier role with the iron sights, and that same MG. Moving into the VDV, they are going to have an SL with an ASVAL, a rifle with an AK-74, a Raider role with the ASVAL as well with 5 frag grenades. Marksman role is expanded to have the ASVAL as well with the sight PSO. Scout moved to Specialist role equipped with quad drone, limit 2 per team for the VDV. Russian ground forces are going to have that same Raider role with the AKS-74U extended mag and 5 frag grenades. The marksman role is going to have this SVD, and the Grenadier role is going to be adjusted as well. The PKP iron sights is the machine gunner role for the Russian ground forces, and they are also going to receive that same scout role in specialist category. The TLF is going to have a G3A7 added to the squad leader. Along with that, the Grenadier is going to have an iron sight variant. Heavy Grenadier role moved to specialist, limit 2 per team. Added marksman role with the G3SG and a rifleman role with the G3A7. The MG is going to have the PMT iron sights. Helicopter update UH-1H replaced by the UH-60 across the board. Vehicle update as well as the M60T MBTs reduced from 2 to 1, and the armored battle group retains 3. That's a pretty big adjustment for the TLF. The United States Army is going to have a new Pathfinder role as well across the 82nd Airborne and 10th Mountain, the M4A1 M68 foregrip with a pistol and 3 frag grenades. The United States Marine Corps is going to have some adjustments as well, with multiple roles for the M27 IAR equipped groups, and SLs are going to see a bit of an update as well, with the M27 IAR maybe making more of a comeback. And the most notable coming to the USMC is the LAV 25 is going to be reduced from 4 to 3. Some notable gameplay updates. There's been some recoil adjustments to be tuned to feel more natural and less random. Reduced frustration at ranges under 150 meters. Prevent sight picture loss when recoil drives the front post down. And some changes. Aim punch from suppression reduced by 10%. Pistols and SMGs produce suppression only at close and do not produce suppression at long range or close miss. Recoil offset camera limit reduced and standardized, along with that grip alignment max and angle max reduced across all weapons. Just some overall weapon upgrade and adjustments. Some weapon sway capped sooner across all archetypes. Really, a lot of this doesn't really make a lot of sense, but what we're going to see is how it feels when we play the game, that these guns may be a little bit more responsive. Notable game mode adjustments is Skirmish is no longer a smaller variant of AAS and is now designed as a 50v50 infantry focused mode. Duration targeting about 20 to 30 minutes at that sweet spot. Each team will have an anchor capture point, and once secured, the next 5 capture points can be taken in any order, conquest style. Majority control of capture points trigger ticket bleed on the enemy team. Bleed scales with each additional point held. Anchor point is only capturable if the opposing team holds all 5 surrounding points. Taking it initiates a Mercy Bleed ending the round quickly. Heavy reliance on rally points in this game mode, placement must be conservative and secure. On most layer, light infantry tactical vehicles and transport trucks spawn on a delay to support resupply and mobility. Probably not going to be seeing a lot of armor here as it is an infantry focused game mode. Along with this, we're going to have some new weapons coming into the game for the insurgents, along with a new free emote and some expanded weapon skin availability across the IMF, USMC, and WPMC. We're gonna have some system and gameplay updates, picture-in-picture scopes reworked to render directly to screen, higher clarity, especially with upscaling. Prioritize clarity and prioritize AAA options are going to be removed. Along with this, point shooting is going to have a fixed frame rate dependent behavior, movement speed scales linearly with mouse speed, range of motion is tightened, config standardization across weapons, and phantom aim shifts are removed. The unarmed role is unfortunately going to be removed for all factions, as this is going to free up space for more roles and reduce server admin complications, and it may return later in a fuller form. Some general gameplay changes: pistol magazines increased from 2 to 4. The Middle Eastern insurgents are going to have an additional hab per fob. New focus zoom mechanic for soldiers. They can zoom vision while stationary, and that default keybind is going to be shift. Slight increase to ADS zoom on iron sights and reflex sights. Driver focus zoom available below 5 kilometers an hour. Throttle not applied. Driver cameras now react more naturally to vehicle movement, and weapon handling indicator added in vehicles and turrets. Shows shot dispersion, buildup, and recovery. Drones can now be destroyed in one shot. Adjustments to tickets. AAS and RAS capturing enemy held flag tickets reduced from 60 to 50. Neutral flag capture remains at 20. Weapons and handling. Standardized weapons spring across all archetypes. Light, medium machine guns feel heavier in movement, and added new firing sounds for the AK-74 SKS and a very multitude of weapons. Some vehicle adjustments: the T-72S is going to have their armor reduced. Along with that, combined arms battle groups IFVs are reduced from 3 to 2. Support battle groups MBTs removed from conventional factions. Armor battle groups extra MBT spawns now have 10-minute initial delay. Vehicle exit points optimized for performance. Some known issues that the developers have gone over. There's a multitude of more, but these are the highlights. The CAF helicopter, the CAS in particular, it spawns stuck on the helipad when taking off sometimes. Skirmish voting sometimes shows invalid battle groups, which leads to broken layer setups. Main menu buttons are missing for music player and tutorial, and along with that, reflex sights reticles are either too bright, not bright enough, or grainy or flickering. And with that, that is your version 9.0 update. My name's Urso, and I hope that you will discuss your personal opinion on how this will impact the game of Squad in the comments below.